Good morning, Lagos, and welcome to the Grapevine 981 brought to you by Verve. I'm Ayo Racing.
And I'm Valentine. Good morning.
And joining us this morning, we have the
Yes,
Delphinator.
people. Good morning, Lagos.
Golden brown dodo.
Brown.
That's
Oh,
me.
well done. I
That's
like
me.
your hair is really nice. I
Thank
like it.
you.
All right, so if you haven't seen Delphine's hair, this is a great time to rush to
I saw
YouTube.
it first.
YouTube Smooth 98.1 was streaming live so you can see and catch all the action behind the scenes. So rush and see what we have there. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel as well. Because when you do so, then you're able to get notifications whenever we go on, on live and also post the video up.
That's right. You just got a little ding. We're live. It's Smooth 98.1. Go on Twitter, use that hashtag Grapevine981. And the WhatsApp number for your messages is 0809444091.
Okay, so we have stories and we also have songs we'll be reviewing. But just to give you a teaser as to what's to come later on, once the songs we've done, we're going to review the songs. We're going to be congratulating two celebrities who have gotten introduced. So another secret relationship has been exposed following an introduction. And then, of course, we're going to be asking, Toke Makima asks a
Very interesting.
yeah, that's the best way to put it. I was trying to see, is it funny question, interesting, and then congratulations are in order for
Something special.
yeah, someone special. And then Oprah Winfrey talking about marriage. Or Oprah Winfrey talks about how she feels not getting married or having kids. We'll be looking at that shortly. But before the stories, we have the songs. Don't forget, a day before, you actually have the opportunity to hear or listen to what we'll be reviewing. So you have one day, 24 hours to listen, to pre-listen. And today our songs have been tweeted. So go on to Smooth 981 FM on Twitter and use the hashtag the grapevine, grapevine 9, not the please, that was just out of the air, grapevine 981 to track the songs. The first video we're going to be reviewing this morning is by a man called Tobe Nwigwe. Have you heard about him?
Tobe Nwigwe.
What do I call him?
Not Nwigwe.
Please, when you pronounce
No, when it comes to I'll call you out, Ayo, because I know how she goes ham on me when I mispronounce Yoruba names. So say after me.
Yes.
Tobe
Tobe
Nwigwe.
Nwigwe. What do I say?
Nwigwe.
Nwigwe.
No,
Nwigwe.
not Nwigwe.
There's no N in the middle.
Nwigwe. I feel oppressed, guys. Listen to this song. Oh my days. Okay. Sacrifice that. Okay, let's go. Are you guys ready?
Yeah.
We're coming back now. Okay, so you've heard Tobe. Let's leave it at that. Tobe is there with Kick Rocks,
Yes.
and do you know he gives me this Jidena vibe?
Yeah,
I do believe.
sort of. Yeah.
So,
No, I haven't pictured that yet. How?
I'm seeing more like Childish Gambino.
Yes.
Donald
more
Glover.
that.
Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
so I don't get
So,
the
but
name, I don't
when you
get
say
it.
Jidena vibes, how do you mean?
That's Nigerian abroad.
Oh,
That's
okay, I
why
get what you
no,
mean.
nothing,
Oh,
nothing
okay.
deep. No, it's not too
Okay,
deep.
okay.
It's just
In
that,
that
like,
regard,
yes.
yes.
So I was like, oh, okay. So, but the only thing is, I feel Jidena will now be jealous. You know, you have that exclusivity
Yeah.
of you're our own, but you're not our own.
Jidana is a
Yes.
classic man. He's in his own
He's in-
lane.
yeah, I believe he's good. by
Tobe is
himself.
a classic man. Have you seen
So
this
is he
video?
too. Yes, I have seen it.
Okay.
Tobe
Tell
is a
us-
bros, man. This pose though, like he's a bros.
All right, so let's focus on the song. So tell us about the video and the song. Delphine, did you see it?
I saw the video. I mean, like we said, Tobe is a class act.
Uh-huh.
Like he's literally walking, talking art. He's art in
Ah.
motion. Like everything this guy does just oozes art, and I love that about him. He's so artsy. His entire crew, family, all the people that do all the dance moves with him. I don't know who they are. All these black queens wearing Ankara, clad in Afro. They are just oozing African queen vibes, if you know what I mean. And I mean, it's a lady that produces the tracks. That's something to note. And I love that about how he just includes his own people. It's like a small group of people that just pushing out these artsy, songs and videos. And I'm just impressed by, him as a person, as an artist.
I'm so
as
impressed.
as an individual. I don't know. I just love him.
They live streamed the planning of this video.
Oh, they
On
did.
Instagram, yes.
Really?
The
Oh
live
my
stream
gosh, I
that-
wish I saw that.
The
Oh.
strategy they were putting together. This video was released barely 14, 15 hours ago yesterday.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
And it already has over 27,500 views on
Amazing.
YouTube. It's very colorful, very African, very. The vibe is just very palpable. And they didn't go above and beyond to pick
No,
a set.
their videos are
So
always like that. Just small,
Organic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Usually like one take.
I
Mhm.
love
You
it.
know.
I love. Do you
And
know
I wouldn't be
what?
surprised if he says, maybe comes out to say probably when he steps into the studio to let us know that he filmed this with an iPhone or something, or with a smartphone.
It's so I like the great. Now let's talk technical, and I mean I hope I'm saying the right things. But
Yes.
the color grading.
Yes,
Mhm.
you're right.
Oh, I feel like clapping.
Please go on.
But yeah.
Very
I think
intentional.
it's honestly, I loved watching it. So I've been sleeping on the rock apparently because the guy has 111,000 subscribers on
Of course.
YouTube,
Oh yeah.
and it's my first time hearing about him. I'm
No,
telling you, I have
really?
to admit, I'm
He's
sorry.
huge on IG.
He
Mhm.
is
Yeah.
because I haven't even seen that. So I was like, hey, where have you been? This is a classic man. He sings really well. His videos are really good. So I tried to search, check out his other work, and I was impressed. So Tobe, definitely 5 thumbs up. I know I only have 2, but I'm borrowing
You're a fan.
Valentine's, Delphine's thumbs, and Olive Emodi is listening to us, and she says that if we don't give her a shout out, she's not coming.
Hi,
outside.
Olive.
Olive, I don't do well with threats, please. Don't come at me with that. He's Houston based. He's Nigerian American. Tobe has over, by my last count, about 35 songs he's published already online. So he's been doing very good.
And I love how he loves his wife. Oh my god.
Yeah.
I'm going to.
Mhm.
You just want here. I'm
Stalker.
a fan. I'm a stalker. I'm going to
Stalk.
follow him. I'm going
Her
to.
handle is Tobe calls me fat, by the way.
Tobe calls me fat.
Yes.
Oh, her handle.
Yes.
Wonderful. That's another depth of love.
That's it.
So
That's
which one of
beautiful.
you is the stalker here? Because I'm
I
fat
am.
for you to know that. His wife's handle.
Oh, I love
Oh,
them both.
she's exactly. Thank you very much.
She's always in all his videos. That's how I found her. Anyways,
Yes,
yeah.
I'm going to stalk. What's his own handle?
He's okay.
Tobe
now.
Onwigwe.
This
Yeah.
guy's married, remember?
I'm going to. No, I'm
So,
married too.
eh,
What do you
exactly.
mean? No,
I mean,
no,
he's an
there's no
artist.
sweat. Exactly. He's public
That's what
property.
we're watching.
All right,
It's
we got-
artistry.
If you say so.
All right, so we're going to review our next song. Well, Asha is another class act. So today is just about great
Oh,
music.
so good.
So we had Tobe and Wigwe. I get it.
Yes,
Thank
yes,
you. With King Crocs. And now we're moving over to Asha with Murder in the USA. Let's listen and tell us what you think.
It all happened so fast, I can't recall.
I just followed both of them. As I just followed both of
I
them.
think, look at you. So bad. Okay, guys, I'm coming back now. Mic's up. Studio is live. Are we worthy?
Yeah.
Are we worthy to to review her song? Well, let's go. This is Asha with Murder in the USA. Now, it was recorded live at Studio Ferba, and the video is actually just them in the studio, just allowing us to enter into their space, as it
Yeah.
were. So it's a very interesting video. Again, lovely to watch, lovely to look at.
Mhm.
But what do you think about this?
Asha gives me goosebumps. Like her music is so soothing. Like it's like you enter a different world when you listen to her. I don't know if you guys have listened to the entire body of work.
I have.
I haven't. Yet,
I haven't
but, like I'm
either.
saving it. I want to be chill in one place, in one corner when I listen to it. Anyway, this song kind of gives me man down vibes. Rihanna.
Yes.
The lyrics.
Yeah, without the
Yeah.
beats.
Yeah, without the beats.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's what it is. I mean, murder in the USA.
Yeah.
She has blood on her hands, all of that stuff.
Mhm.
I don't know if you guys hear it, but do you think Asha would be good on a track with our other Nigerian sister,
Who?
Shadi Adu?
Oh.
When I heard the song, that's the first thing that popped to my
Yes.
head. That oof,
Do you
these
know another
two-
person when you mentioned that was Neka?
Ah,
Mhm.
where
I
is
thought
she?
Neka. Yeah,
She's-
Neka
she's
hasn't released
working.
anything recently.
She's
Okay.
working.
Both of them, and of course,
Yeah.
separately, Asha Neka and Asha and Shadia. It would be nice to hear them on a track.
Absolutely.
You're right.
Yeah.
You're right. Okay, Valentine.
My story. Well, today is what, Tuesday, right? Friday, I was invited for a press conference on my way to the mainland for this press conference. I bumped. So what I usually do, just to make the drive easier, and that day was raining, I go on iTunes, just check out songs that I could vibe to, and I bumped on Lucid. For the entire 47 minutes of me listening to that album, I just lost the feeling of the traffic, forgot everything about
Yeah.
Lagos stress, was captured and, I was just taken into her world that she was expressing. Lucid is such a fabulous body of work that on my way back, I'd listened to it like 3 times over, the entire
Wow.
album.
Oh wow.
On my way back, I saw a post by Buki HQ,
Mm-hmm.
a friend and colleague, and she posted up Asha's just a write up about her album and everything. And by the way, Asha plans to go on tour to about over 14 cities, and Nigeria is not included. We're upset about that.
Oh wow. Why?
But anyway, the news here is the fact that I screamed when Buki picked up the phone. I said, Asha, like, seriously? Asha. Anyway, because she was around a couple of days ago. She just left the country 2 days ago. And she's promised to come back on the show next month.
Oh,
Oh,
so she-
wonderful.
Yeah, so
I hope it's a Tuesday. I hope it's a
Fingers crossed.
Tuesday.
Asha
we're gonna work that in.
Part
So
of our
I mean,
family,
Asha,
I
if
think.
Asha put up a religion right now, I'd consider it.
Wow,
wow.
wow.
That's how much of a fan I am. So,
All right.
Lucid got us.
So we have a few fans as well who are sending us messages. So we'll quickly run through your messages to see what you think about both songs, Tobe and of course Asha.
Just said I should leave Ayo alone.
Leave yes, that his friend doesn't know how to pronounce his certain name, so please leave me alone. All right. So Ali from my papa says, shout out to you all in the studio, especially the Delphinator.
Hey.
Ali says he stumbled upon your Tacha and Omachola's Abuzo She Goes video on Instagram and says the video left him cracking the whole time. Great analysis today, guys. Thank you so much, Ali.
And BA hands. Hi BA. BA says hi guys. Hi Delphinator. Hi
Hey.
Olive listening. I heard to be on the cipher. The boy is something. Great song it is. As for Asha, she can never do wrong.
Ah, so we're not alone. That Ishan boy from Lekki says, I was taken aback seriously by the start and delivery of Tobe's song. I never expected such from a man who bears the name Tobe Nwigwe. What a contradiction. Really?
What does that mean?
Keep it up, boy. Maybe because of the sound. Maybe because
Oh,
he's
okay.
Nigerian.
Oh, he didn't. Okay, I
Yeah,
guess.
I know one day you go make Nigeria music industry proud. For Asha Twali, girl, she's too good on her class and we're proud of her. I love you guys. We
Mhm.
love you too.
Martins from Aja says, good morning guys. Asha any day, anytime gives me eargasm.
All right, Martins, and everyone who is listening to us, thank you so much for your comments so far. Don't forget, we're coming back to discuss. Let's have a family meeting.
Gossip.
No, not gossip. We're having a family meeting. We are
Call his
talking.
spade a
There's some
spade.
things happening in the entertainment world, and we have to weigh in. You know, because if we don't weigh in, it's going to be somehow. So please stay tuned. We'll be back very shortly.
The Apple Day, and you're tuned to Smooth 98.1.
This happens on a normal day.
Welcome, sir. How much fuel, sir?
3,000 naira.
Olive!
This is what happens when you buy fuel.
Hi,
3,000
Datu. Talk to
naira
other people now.
Liv! Hi, Dotu. Hi. You guys look lovely. Wait, so we got the black memo. That's nice.
Yeah, we got the black one actually. Maybe
Right?
Oh no, but Delphine is wearing
No,
a
my
pop of
jacket
color.
is covering
Asha
it.
is in the
A
world
pop of
voice,
color.
lyrics, performance, name it. Yes, I can make it in life. Only you
But if you're listening to us, say hi to us. We want to say hi to you too.
if you're watching that. Oh, yeah. Hello.
Say
Hi.
hi, guys.
Hi, guys.
Ayo.
Hey.
Filming, you filming us.
We're live. Tune in, guys.
Yes, we are.
98.1.
Uh-huh. I just joined TikTok yesterday,
Okay, we're coming back now.
and the interface really looks.
We have 10 seconds. Only says I want to ring along with you. Mike's up, studio is live. Now you know that we're on air. It is the Grapevine 981 brought to you by Verve. I'm Ayo Myresi,
I'm Valentine Ohu.
and with us is the Delphinator.
Hey, people.
Okay, so it's time for us to go into our first story for today. So the first story here is a good. I'm really happy when we talk about good things, on the show. So two people have been.
We always
dating.
talk about good things.
No, sometimes they are not good. Let's not lie.
Fake news.
All right, okay, so two Nollywood sweethearts, I think I can call them that.
Well,
One
yeah, you
is
can.
a celebrity makeup artist, an entrepreneur, and the other is an actor and former Mr. Nigeria. So recently we saw pictures of them, which has now become the norm, where two celebrities will come out and will just say that they are, all of a sudden
Mhm.
they are in a relationship or that they are engaged, and we didn't know they were even dating.
Mhm.
So the two people involved are Anita Browse.
Mhm.
I was trying to remember her real surname, but Browse.
But Browse, yeah.
Browse.
Is that what they call her?
Yeah,
That's her name.
that's our
Browse.
makeup
That's
name.
her makeup
yeah.
name,
Oh,
Anita Browse,
interesting.
and Emmanuel Ikubase,
Ikubase.
who was former Mr. Nigeria and also now an actor.
Mhm.
What do you guys think about this?
From the way you described him, it's very clear that you had him as an eye candy when he was Mr. Nigeria.
Me? No,
Because
no,
you
no,
said
no.
it like more than twice. Am I wrong?
No, I just said
No,
he
she
was
said
Mr.
he was,
Nigeria. I didn't say that he was. No. He's
I'm
he's my
just picking on
friend.
her and she's falling for it. I love it. Moments like this make me happy. Well, Nollywood actor, congratulations to both of them, Emmanuel and Anita. And I like
Yes.
how people just keep their lives private, and it's not for public consumption except you decide to.
Mhm.
It's your own free will. So, but I mean, when I see stories like this, it makes me very happy, and I wish them the best.
Why?
Why does it make me happy?
Like why? No, the fact that they've kept it secret. My
No, I say it's their choice
Okay, so my
Yeah.
question is,
as well.
when you keep it secret all this while, when you now get engaged, then we're bombarded with pictures of your bags, current.
Mhm.
If you're going to keep it secret,
Although, honestly, when I
Yeah.
saw the story yesterday, a part of me was asking, so why did you guys hide this relationship till now? What's the big deal? Is it because you don't want any ugly heads to rear, there? Or probably just somebody coming to say, I was dating him before now, so
Yeah, I think it's
stuff like
just
that.
It like you said, it's personal choice.
Mm.
And the whole celebrity thing, people always adding their 2 cents.
Okay.
People always want to talk. People always want to put their own opinion.
Mhm.
People always want to,
Should it matter?
well, it matters to an extent.
It does.
It does.
It
Because you are hearing third party opinions. You now start looking at your partner a certain way.
Yeah.
And then you now have trust issues. So I understand when all these celebrities decide to keep it off social media.
Yeah.
Like there's absolutely nothing wrong with that, and I applaud them for sticking with it.
But
being able
I
to do it.
should think if you're in a relationship, you should understand, both of you should understand each other enough to have as much trust to
Sometimes you
weather
just
the storm whenever any doubts are cast in your
mhm.
relationship.
that's a fair point.
Should trust issues, deter you from
I don't think for me it wouldn't be really. It would be maybe just wanting to be private.
Yeah,
like what? Don't let people into our business. Not because you're afraid of what they will say, just because you want to enjoy and.
How does that even affect your enjoyment of your relationship?
But-
That's what I'm
but
trying to figure out.
Should we really go there? Because my mind is really about to go.
Please,
past
let's
now.
go.
So should
Ayo.
are you really
Sorry,
advocating?
no.
Okay.
I was playing.
Let me just say that because you're a celeb and I know that some things
I
are.
am. Wow, thank you.
All right. Okay. Talking about celebrities who kept their relationship hidden
Yeah.
before they got married, and now they're married, everyone knows about it.
Mhm.
And talking about people having an opinion on your personal business.
Mhm.
Let's talk about Simi and Adekunle Gold.
Mm.
So Simi's picture. Simi had a performance at the German embassy. She was
Yesterday.
performing there, and she's had something like what seemed like a baby bump.
Mm.
Then she took to her Instagram to explain why her tummy was protruding. She said, "When you suck belly, but belly don't suck you back. Can two work together except they
Exactly,
agree?"
I agree.
I
love
love
Simi.
Simi.
She's such a joker.
Because we know that once you go public with your relationship,
Yes.
then we have the tummy watchers.
Womb watchers.
Yeah, that's the word. That's womb watchers. And any small thing, even if you call, they say, morning sickness. And it can put so much pressure on
yeah.
you. But let's talk. I mean, what do you think about this?
I don't think she was going to explain anything. Honestly, I just felt she was being silly.
She was just being silly.
Yeah.
The playful, happy-go-lucky girl that we know. And I love how she just always has a comeback for everything.
Yeah.
Without even being like rude or like condescending.
No, she can be rude. Though.
She can be.
She can.
Oh,
She has
really?
Somebody
effects
in
on
this same
people.
post
Mm.
where she put about Bella sucking and not sucking each other.
She replied to
Somebody said to her, your makeup artist should be fired or something rude about her makeup artist because the thing was washing on
Yeah.
some sort of way. And she called the person idiot. Saying, why don't you focus? Why don't you just focus? It's your makeup. Just-
No, Simi doesn't take precedence. So when he said,
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
she's polite, I was like, really?
But I feel people are just hunting for stories.
Yeah,
hunting
there's
for
always something
news.
to talk about.
of
You know.
pregnancy.
Big Brother has ended. They need new
Do you know the kind of food they serve at embassy or consulates when you go for any event like that?
Mm.
There's so much to eat. So
I
imagine.
can relate,
See me
Jerry.
that I know loves food.
Another thing is
So
when you get
it's
married,
possible.
there's something called happiness and peace weight.
Yes, I
Right?
hear about that.
Oh yeah. You hear about it, huh?
Mhm.
I've
Can't
not
wait to
just
experience it.
I've not just heard, I've experienced it,
Hmm.
and I am experienced it. Because, and I just saw put up a tweet that I thought was so funny. She was like, small happiness like this, you're all fat. I mean, something along those lines, and I could definitely relate to that. So can we allow people to breathe? You know.
Mhm.
So and let's not forget, guys, that on a serious note, there's some people who actually want to have children and cannot. And when you're then, any comment you're saying, oh, it's even more painful because they're celebrities doesn't mean that they
That
don't
they
have
can't
a
feel.
life. Yes.
Yeah.
Besides, if somebody wants to be fat, let them fat their fat.
Exactly. They know
Now,
keep it.
uh-huh.
All
right.
And your last said the same thing.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
exactly
let's
what
talk
she
about
said.
that.
So Eniola Badmus, who is known for not mincing words, I don't think there's any doubt about the fact that she will give it to you fire for fire. Says that, she says she doesn't care if you call her fat. She says being called fat doesn't bother me because it's a simple fact. Yeah, I'm fat. I have body fat. And what about it? Hashtag Eniola Badmus.
What about it?
What do you think about that? Owning your
Yeah,
thing.
like she said, it's a fact. But the thing is, we also should err on the side of caution. The fact that Eniola herself doesn't see it as an insult does not mean the next person won't.
Yeah.
Do you understand? So
Yeah.
we should also be careful when we relate with people.
Mhm.
There are other words like heavy,
Mhm.
plus
Oh, there are
size,
Politically correct.
chubby.
Or the other thing,
You know?
there are other ways to just keep quiet.
Exactly. There's that too. Shut
We
up.
don't keep
That's
quiet.
a very rare skill.
All right, something that we need to possibly consider teaching in school, the art of keeping quiet. Well, we're going to break. Let's keep silent for a moment. Not for our YouTube fans, so we're going to be speaking throughout the break. So please go onto YouTube and find out the behind the scenes gist. When we come back, we'll continue with our stories. Who is in Oprah Winfrey's business? Why do you want to know why she hasn't gotten married or not had kids? Let's talk about that. Okay.
Excuse me.
Sorry.
Shows Elizabeth. Do we really want to go into this MI thing?
So
I'm actually bored.
we'll leave it. We talked about it extensively last
I'm
week.
actually bored with it.
Oh, Akuma, thank you so much.
Akuma!
Akuma says, hello, Smooth Crew. I am loving your show by the minute. Keep up the good work. We are loving you by the second. Keep up. You see, Valentine loves you by the hour. I love you by the
every
second.
hour. She loves you just 1 minute. And that's it. Are we back? Come.
No, we're not. We'll come back now. We are coming back now. We are coming back now. We are. Olive, thank you for telling me Anita Adeoye. Anita and Emmanuel are Olive's church members, by the way.
Oh, really?
Yes. So she knows. You guys are giving you extra gist, though.
Dominion, Abi.
DCC.
DCC, sorry.
You attend. That way you go to. Where do you go to? Or the other time? Which one?
The father's place.
Okay, we're coming back now.
Excuse me.
Olive, your church member is here in our studio. Okay, let's go online. Hey. Yep, right here we give information, we give you gist, and there's no reason why you shouldn't be right here. This is the Grapevine 981 brought to you by Ver, and we are looking at stories. Before the break, we talked about the fact that Anita Adeoye, aka Anita Browse, and Emmanuel Ikubese are engaged, and they've done the introduction. And then the fact that Eniola Badmus says that if you like, call her fat. If you like, it's just a word. And of course, Simi is not expecting public announcement. She's just eating and enjoying her life.
Exactly.
Now let's
But
go.
quick question though.
Yeah.
Do makeup artists pay for their own makeup?
Most times they do for wedding.
Oh, they
Yes,
do?
most times they get like
I know so and Obis, Obis by
Yeah,
Aura. She on her wedding day she
She
refused.
did her makeup herself.
Some of them are
Oh,
very particular
that's
and they'd
nice.
rather not have anyone touch their face. But good question, Valentine. All right, so Oprah Winfrey opens up on not getting married or having kids. Now, in an interview with People magazine for its Women Changing the World issue, she said that although marriage and motherhood weren't exactly in her cards, she did consider it at one time. She said, at one point in Chicago, I'd bought an additional apartment because I was thinking, well, if we get married, that's Stedman and herself, her long-term boyfriend, I'm going to need room for children. Now, don't forget that Oprah had a child, and at one point, and she lost as a teenager, I believe. And she then says that she believes that part of the reason why she doesn't have regrets, and part of the reason why is because she got to fulfill it in the way that was best for her through the Oprah Winfrey Leadership Academy for Girls in South Africa. That those girls feel that maternal fold that she perhaps would have had. In fact, they overfeel. She's overflowed with maternal love. Most every woman do you think every woman gets to a point in their lives where they think, maybe I missed the boat, I should have had children, or I should have gotten married, or do we have this? Is there that pressure for a woman to feel complete by having
Yeah, I
children and
believe
getting
so. The
married?
society makes it so. So you choose something, but then the society is not happy about it.
Mhm.
They have comments, you know, everybody wants to talk, everyone wants to chip in, you know.
Mm.
But I do agree with her in that, I mean, you don't have to have a child or biologically to have a child.
Yeah.
I mean, there's adoption, there's other ways of showing love to people who are not related to you. So I think she has fulfilled that maternal love, like she has said, with the schools she has set up in South Africa, with the way she mentors these young ladies. I mean, I see videos on her Instagram and I'm just like, can you adopt me, please? Like, my goodness, she really is overflowing with that maternal love, and I think she's done a good job doing that. About the marriage, though, I think it's quite weird that you have a boyfriend that is 68 years old.
Why is it weird?
No, just the term boyfriend.
Yeah.
For a 68-year-old man is just odd.
Man friend.
Maybe
You know,
that's
when I
more
was saying
appropriate.
it, I was like, how should I say? Maybe sugar daddy and sugar papa.
It's just
Or
odd.
Sugar partner.
But why?
Exactly.
But why? I just wonder, like, why did she choose not to get married?
Because I feel the reason she gave that I think it really jumps out for me as very apt is saying she started thinking of the depth of responsibility and sacrifices required to be a mother. But then in terms of the marriage part, she says they both thought to themselves, really, what's good for us? What can we handle? You know, what will make our relationship stronger? And they opted out of the marriage clause because they admitted to themselves that if they got married by now, they wouldn't be together.
Why?
And that's
But
it.
why are they still together now?
It's because
Even
they're not
though
married.
Like, how does that make?
How
Please make
does-
it make sense.
Because
Yeah.
there are a lot of people listening to the show right now that do not like labels, and the moment you put a label, it hangs a big constraint over their
Right.
heads.
Is
They
that not a
always feel
psychological problem?
Yeah, I think it's. I don't know.
psychology applies
Because
to
at the
everything
end of
about
the day, you're
life,
still
right?
together anyways.
And then she says something about children. She says, "Whoa, I realized I'm talking to a lot of messed up people, and they're messed up because they had mothers and fathers who are not aware of how serious that job is, and she didn't want to bring anybody into this world that would because of her busy lifestyle that she'll have to neglect that part of them, which is very,
I respect that decision.
very apt.
I think maybe a big question for us to even consider is that if you do a self-evaluation and think you're not able to have children or commit to them as you would like to, should you go ahead and have children? And I'm not even just talking about emotional or time commitment, even financial commitment. We talk about Nigerian parents who don't have money and reproduce, have 10 children, 11, and you're thinking, but this child is going to come to this world to suffer. So why? So just some things to really think about. But again, that's Oprah's
A
choice.
lot of people, I still say, on this table right now, not physically.
The metaphorical table.
That's right. A lot of people on this table had children because they were compelled to. And they felt the pressure to. They felt like there was a need.
It's the next thing to do after
Thank you
getting
very
married.
much. It was a logical thing
Yeah.
to do, but not so logical, not so rational. And it's too late when the child is there because you have to just face a reality. And the economy does not support that.
Yeah. Finally, correct me if I'm wrong on this matter, but I've also seen couples, just like you mentioned, Oprah and Stedman. His first name, is it Redden?
Stedman is the name, you know.
All right. So Stedman, we've seen couples who maybe in their 80s now decide that after years and they're going to get married. Maybe they've gone through, okay, we've stayed together. And I'm just looking at the merit of marriage that somehow you can't really escape. I don't know.
You can't escape what?
Like you can't escape that need for companionship and someone and that commitment, because marriage is commitment to you.
You can be committed in a relationship.
That's what I'm saying. No, but the ultimate commitment is like, if they go to court, if anything happens, I don't know what the terms in America is or for a partnership, if she has any legal right or hold over him. Hold is such a strong word, let me not use that. But I've seen couples who maybe they've tried this, okay, we don't want to put a label on it, but when they see it's a safe period, they still end up getting married. Or maybe they fall ill and just before they pass on, they're like, I just want to make it legal to see that I have that attachment to you.
I'll tell you this, right? Sorry, not to cut you short.
Yeah,
Graham and Oprah made this decision, right? And these are two people who I know that it might seem like, oh, because they are rich, they have nothing else to worry about. That's why they made that decision in life. But it's because they admitted to themselves the truth that a lot of people are too afraid to say or to speak. If you put not too many people, if you put 25 Nigerians in a room and remove every consequence of societal pressure or repercussion or criticism and ask them, like, honestly, would you be married for the married ones if you had a chance to go back in time, or for the single ones, if you didn't have all this societal pressure or the family breathing down your neck to force you to get married, would you get married? I bet you 80% will say no.
But it's the same thing. Would you steal if you knew that you would not be caught?
No, it's not that. Come on, you can't say that. It's not a crime to be single.
No, of course not.
Exactly.
The reason I'm saying that is that there's always a reason why you do something.
What makes you
Do
married?
understand? Because you want. Don't advise Nigerian women not to get married. You are not
See how
Oprah.
passionate Vi is about
I'm
this.
telling you, you're not Oprah. If you're in a committed, loving relationship, so that our culture is different, you will die though. You will go out. Just make sure you're not married. I'm just telling you the truth. But I mean, I get your point. But that's Oprah. Oprah has her own money. Okay, you have your own money. But what I'm saying, anyways, let me not talk.
So
too
money
much.
is the factor.
It's not about money. It's about status and it's about respect for me. Well, if I'm in a committed relationship and we love each other and we've established that over the years, why do you want to keep me as a side chick?
Yeah,
As
I don't know, like as a...
So in other words,
Do you understand? Make it legal, my friend.
I like that.
But let's hear what you think. I mean, it's a debate that we could go on talking about again and again and again.
Adamu here sent in a message on WhatsApp. He said, no, please possess your possession. Why would you have your own children as a woman? It doesn't make sense, please. A woman is especially made to bear children.
All right. Thank you, Adamu. All right. Okay, but just as I mentioned, congratulations to Wizkid. Wizzy baby, look, okay. Wizkid reveals plans to float a streaming platform. So towing the line of people like Jay-Z, you know, and he'll probably be the first Nigerian musician to do that, won't he?
I believe so.
Not Nigerian musician.
Yes. No, not Nigerian human being. Nigerian musician. And you know, we're looking forward to that. He's made the big announcement, and you know, congratulations. I hope it works out. But yes, that's all we can take this morning.
Please, we have to read Angie's
Oh
message.
yeah.
Angie Han sent in a message, said, breathe, Angie, breathe. Asha makes me weak. Like mouth and jar weak. I can barely stay lucid when I listen to her.
Nice one. Plug.
Please let us stand out. Your station, let us stand out your station when Asha comes in book. I have permanent ink for her to sign my forehead. Tell us, don't tell us. Last, your marriage is your business. The world does not need to be all up in your space. As for Simi and the Association of Weight Gainers, now fat. We don't keep us. Please help me tell being hands not to type and drive.
Message from your lovely wife to you. Thank you very much. All right. Aya will never understand though. She's the standard mushy woman.
Thank you.
Basically, it's what works for you. But so yeah, you're very right. I will never understand.
Please shout it loud.
Yeah, I won't even deny that. Ladley says we all look great in black. Thank you very much, Ladley.
Thanks to all those who are watching on YouTube.
Thank you, and thanks to Delphine.
Thanks for having me, guys. This was so much fun.
Yes, it was.
You guys are great company.
Say that again.
You guys are great company.
Thank you.
How can people can watch your?
Yes, you can reach me on Instagram at the Delphinator and on YouTube, the Delphinator TV. New videos every week. Go check it out. Subscribe to. Yeah.
Shout out to you.
Yeah.
Having to ask all those questions about those Big Brother people.
Oh yeah. I got trolled a lot, but
I can imagine.
Yeah.
Well done.
Thank you.
Okay, Lagos, we're still here. We're not going anywhere. That's Valentine and myself. We're going into the Lagos Talks 981 hour. So make sure you stay tuned. We have some this morning on Freshly Pressed or something else. So we are going to be taking it further and talking in detail and taking comments mainly from you. We'll do less of the talking and allow you to air your views. This is Smooth 98.1.
Live on the Smooth Show. Entertainment.
Thank you, Delphine. Today was actually really nice.
Well done.
Someone said, no cap.
No,
I don't know you.
Hey.
It's been a while.
Yeah, someone was